So monkeypox in the main is a self-limiting mild illness, and in the cases that we've seen to date in the UK, that has been the case, where the vast majority of people get better by themselves with supportive treatment, taking some painkillers if needed, drinking fluids, etc.
So how worried should people be about it? I mean, there are reports, as you will have noticed this weekend, of someone being treated in intensive care. Should we be concerned about it?
So clearly this is a new infectious disease spreading in our community that we haven't seen in our communities before. Therefore, we will need to learn a lot about it, both here and in other countries, over the coming weeks. We do know from reports from Africa, where this disease has circulated in outbreaks over many years, that there are certain individuals who are much more at risk of severe disease, particularly immunosuppressed individuals or young children. In adults, we think it's relatively mild, but again, we will learn more.
Right. I mean, on Friday there were 20 cases. Have you found any more since then?
So we, again, will be releasing updated numbers tomorrow with the over the weekend figures. We are detecting more cases on a daily basis, and I'd like to thank all of those people who are coming forward for testing to sexual health clinics, to the GPs and emergency departments.
I mentioned those reports of someone being treated in intensive care. Can you confirm those reports?
We don't confirm individual reports on individual patients.
So do you understand why this spike of cases is happening in Europe now?
So we know that there's been a period of restrictions across Europe, and we don't know where this infection has come from and how it's come into Europe. But no doubt it has come in at some point and then moved and managed to get into the networks that we're seeing the infections in. There's no obvious connection in our cases in the UK to a single event, but many people are reporting lots of different events that they've been to and lots of different contacts, close contacts with people, and also sexual contacts. That is a very good form of close contact that can allow transmission to occur.
Right, and you've talked about the close contact. That has led to some warnings about summer festivals, the holidays in general, because obviously kids will be out of school and there'll just be a lot more mixing. Is that something that we should be worried about?
So the risk to the general population remains extremely low at the moment, and I think people need to be alert to it. We really want clinicians to be alert to it and send the test if they're concerned. From the point of view of the general population, I think the important things that we talk about regularly: if you're feeling unwell, stay at home and avoid contact with others. If you develop a rash, immediately seek medical care, either by calling your GP or calling a sexual health clinic, whichever is more convenient for you. But what we're saying to people is that if you've got symptoms, avoid close contact with others and seek medical attention.
You've mentioned a couple of the symptoms. Just again, set those out for people so that they will recognise them.
Yeah, so the early symptoms, like with many infections, are non-specific. So it feels like a viral type infection,
right,
as we've all known about for the last while. So again, if you've got one of those, we advise people to stay at home, and we would continue to advise that. In the later stage, people develop a rash. The rash is usually on the face or the hands or the arms, and it can go to the genital area. It starts as a sort of red spots and then moves into vesicles. Those are little blister-type lesions, right, that look a little bit like chickenpox, and then they scab over. And once the scabs have fallen off, people are no longer infectious.